Guys, we got a AC service in today, set on low. It's not blowing cold at all, slightly. 56,000 miles. We got to figure out why that is. Let's check the temperature. Get a good pre-inspection here so we know a good starting point. Yeah, you wouldn't want to get stuck in traffic with that. So we'll go ahead and do a visual inspection. We'll check the level, top it back up, see if we get it colder. If so, we'll find the leak, tell the customer, move on. Alright, so under the hood, first thing we're going to check is our coolant level. If we don't have enough coolant, the car's going to run hot, fan's not going to be able to cool it. Possible. No AC situation. Check our two connections here, our ports. We got a low side and a high side. Set those up there so you don't forget them, don't lose them. Do a little pre-inspection here before we start pulling down the system. Looking back there at the connections. Looking back at the expansion valve, you can't see it, but it's way back there. And go ahead and check these lines. That compressor looks like it's got a little bit of surface rust on it right down here. Belt looks good, belt's connected. No visible leaks here. Not a good spot to check while you can is this condenser, which is in the front of the vehicle. See if you see anything visible there. Sometimes a rock will hit it, poke a hole, etc. Alright, let's go ahead and hook up the machine. Okay guys, so I don't know if you can see it. That's what it's calling that came out of it. It's a little bit off of what it says it requires. Okay, about 0.72, 0.8 low. So we'll go ahead and refill the system. Start the car, see if our AC drops in temperature. If so, we'll let it stay pressurized, let it run. We'll get it up in the air and look for leaks that we can't see with the naked eye. Alright, welcome back to this guy. We got our AC Pro 1234YF die. Nice, because we can't trust that sniffer. So I want to physically see where it's coming from. Okay. We have this guy goes in this guy and feeds it into that guy. Go ahead and start the vehicle. We are going to be going to our low side, this guy. And let's see what we got here. See how strong this stuff is. We want to find this leak, so we will. In case you're wondering what happens, when it goes through the system, this stuff's going to glow. Wherever it's leaking, I can't see. We are going to go with a ½ ounce. Put it down. Cool. That's that guy. So, just like it looks, we're going to go ahead, plug that guy in, and we are going to inject that dye. Make sure we don't get any false positives here. I don't see any bubbles. We'll grab a rag real quick. Cap that guy and we'll let it run for a good bit. We'll come check back on it in about half an hour or so. Okay guys, so this is going to be your 1234 YF machine. You got blue for low side, high for high side, red for high side. Over the weekend you want to make sure that these gauges are down 0 or lower, you know, or else you're going to get a false reading when you pull whatever's out. You get your low side, you click that on, okay. We'll go ahead and click your high side on there. We'll go ahead and turn on our nozzles, which are down, to open our valve. I like to go ahead and visually look at my pressures here. We'll go ahead and take a picture of those before. I like to fire up the car too while it's hooked up before I pull it down to see if we get any action from the compressor. Okay, we'll go check this guy out. And like that, you can see that needle dropping. Okay, you should be about 35, 45, somewhere in there. It just depends on the location, humidity. We're down at 20. That's letting me know that we most likely got a little bit low on Freon there. So we're going to pull it down and weigh it. And then we'll see the difference from the factory specs. Now to do that, we'll just hit recover, start. We'll connect both like we already did, and the machine will run itself. Alright, so we are going to refill the system. I like to turn off the low side and only leave the high side attached, because when we're pumping a lot of Freon in, you want the high pressure going through the high side. You don't want it to pop anything on the low side, just in case. It asked you a question, does it use POE oil? No, it uses PAG, but what is POE? It's for hybrid and electric vehicles. We're just gonna pass that guy. We are going to tell it we want 1.1 kilograms to go in on the high side. And let it run. So we got a little bit of extra time while we wait for this machine. We'll go ahead and check some quick points on this car, see if there's anything we recommend. Brakes look good in the front from the outside perspective. Oh, you got a lot of chunk back there. That looks good. Tires look okay. No uneven wear. No leaks on the struts. Go ahead and do a little exterior visual inspection too. Look for any dings or dents. Everything looks good visually from here. Once we get it up in the air, we'll check for more. We will go up with the car to start looking underneath it. We got some water dripping down there. That's your condensation from your evap. We're going to check that and see if we got any refrigerant in there. Okay, Meta, stop recording. We'll try to prove that it's not a false alarm. Doesn't seem to be hitting now. Clean the dirt out of there. under the vehicle. We will start looking at stuff like this AC compressor, seeing if it's leaking into seals, seeing if the O-rings are leaking. We can go ahead and look at this condenser where it connects. I don't see anything obvious here. We'll go ahead and grab our sniffer again. See if we can detect anything. Let's go ahead and turn the sensitivity to 4. That's a risky one there, guys. We do sometimes get evap leaks. We don't want to go ahead and condemn that. Well, sometimes the wind will throw it off. Check all these little seals here. That's one of those 50/50s. It's a condenser. Could be from the fan. That usually sounds like a hit. So, what do we got here? That's your dryer filter on your condenser. We'll go back up in here. So it's getting pretty hot there. Let's try it from the front. Alright guys, here's a moment of truth. Got runtime, got the dye in the system, everything was invisible before. We'll check our puddle here from our evap. Nothing. We don't see any dye here. That's from my glove. Disregard that. We want a noticeably bright area. Okay, that's a sticker, that's a sticker. Now, if you look up in there, you see that? That is a lot of dye. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's going to let us know that our pressure line, which is hard to tell, is leaking. You can see it way back in there, is leaking at the muffler connection. So, here we go. We have a win. We found our infamous leak. And we can go ahead and confirm this diag, send it off to the service advisor to inform the customer, and then see if we want to get this repaired. Thank you for watching.